Hello everyone, my name is Casey-a. Welcome to my channel. I create a lot of content about acne and hyperpigmentation because that's something that I've been dealing with for a long time. So today's video is specialised in post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and post-inflammatory erythema. I have both. Here is my skin without the makeup. You guys can see those marks, they still exist. They're quite stubborn, they take a while to go away. So I thought I'd share some products, ingredients, actives that you can use that do generally help your skin. Obviously I'm not using all of these, but there are some elements in here that I'm currently incorporating, some that I've used in the past, some that I would recommend to a friend, and I just wanted to go through them and give you guys options. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe down below if you want to see more skincare content just like this one. Okay, let's get straight into the video because I want to start with something that I know and love, something that has worked for me in the past, something that I cling on to. I currently am not using it in my routine, and that is simply because I am using Tretinoin. I also have a lot of videos on that and the struggles with Tretinoin because it can be tough to navigate. But ultimately it is glycolic acid, and using this with my routine, I want to keep my routine very simple. So this is something I happily use on my chest and my back where I'm also prone to breaking out. These products are not just for your face. Here we have my glycolic acids, and I definitely want to start with a very simple basic glycolic acid from The Ordinary. I'll put the price on the screen. This is glycolic acid at 7%. Glycolic acid for like over the counter normally only goes up to about 10%. So 7% is pretty decent, and it's got a pH of 3.6. So when we're using glycolic acid, what it's really doing is helping to unclog the dead skin cells that are on the skin that can clog up the pores and cause breakouts. The hyperpigmentation element of this is the fact that it is resurfacing the skin, slowly exfoliating those dead skin cells, releasing them, and then revealing fresher, newer skin beneath. I really hope that was a decent definition because that's kind of what I know off by heart. But this one is really good. I, again, am not incorporating these into my routine right now for my face, but I do use it on my chest and my back. This one has had a little bit of use. I do have the Nip and Fab Exfoliate, which is 6%. They call it extreme, but it's basically, 6%. It's not massive. These may sting a little, but if it's intense, then I would recommend easing into it if your skin's not used to these kind of acids. I will link the products down below, put the prices on the screen so you guys can also access these if you are interested. I also have the Nip and Fab Glycolic Acid. These are the Night Extreme pads. These are, I think they're 6% again. 5%. These are 5% glycolic acid, has some salicylic acid in there, which will also help if you are prone to breakouts. I have used a few of these, and they are already soaked pads, so you just pop them straight onto the area and use them. Very easy access. You can also get compact ones that you can travel with, and I do think it's a good value for money. You get like 100 in here, get them when they're on offer, and that's a great value for money. So these ones are Nip and Fab again, but these are the daily ones, so they're a bit lighter. It doesn't have a percentage on these, but it also has the similar ingredients. So it's got glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, and blue daisy. However, from what I remember, this does have fragrance. I don't know if these do. I'll pop on the screen if they both do or if just one of them, but I'm pretty sure this one does. If you are not somebody that likes to include fragrance in your routine, then avoid those. The next product is from Bloom and Halo. So these are AHA exfoliating polish. They are called Micro Exfoliar Stick. This is what they look like, and you pull it off. It's basically kind of like a big cotton bud, and you pop that onto the surface of the skin where you want to exfoliate. They're very easy to use, would be great for traveling because you just pop these in. So these are primarily lactic acid and glycolic acid, which again helps to exfoliate the skin. It's also got some niacinamide in there and sea grape, which I wasn't familiar with. So sea grape, as it says on here, improves skin elasticity whilst the dead skin is exfoliated. Gentle for even the most sensitive of skins. Helps to strengthen the skin barrier and penetrating rapidly into the skin. Then I have The Ordinary AHA and BHA solution, peeling solution. As you can see, it's very vibrant. It comes with a pipette, and you essentially put this onto your skin for 10 minutes, put a bit all over. You only need a thin layer. I've used it before, and again, it's something you can incorporate into your routine more regularly, but for me, because I'm using Tretinoin, which is very powerful, I'm not going to be doing all these things because it's only going to aggravate my skin and have adverse effects if I'm using this in a routine that already has a very strong retinoid, which I may as well move on to now. So retinoid, or in particular Tretinoin, adapalene are my two go-tos. I use mine from Dermatica. This is sent to me. I use it. I love this formula. I have videos on there. I'm always transparent. I've had ups and downs with navigating Tretinoin because it is quite difficult. Your skin does dry out a lot. It can be overwhelming. There can be a purge stage, which I went through, and it is a lot to deal with. But Dermatica do a really good formula. They have a great support system. By the way, I will also be linking some very popular, highly rated skincare products down below relating to this topic, because I may not personally own them, but it doesn't mean that they're not worth looking into if you are interested. So I'll put a different section in the description box of those kind of products. Okay, next up we move on to vitamin C. So vitamin C is not something that I have a dedicated serum to. That's just my personal routine. However, if you want to, I will try and find some down below, link them for you. But I am using this serum, which is from Face Theory. It's called the Extra Glow Serum. It has 5% tranexamic acid, which is also a great serum kind of ingredient if you are interested for hyperpigmentation. It's a tyrosine inhibitor. It has vitamin C, niacinamide, lactic acid, and licorice. All amazing ingredients for targeting post-inflammatory marks, pigmentation in general. This is so good. I wanted to get one from Faded, I think it's called, which was also one that had so many great ingredients, but it wasn't shipping to the UK. This is a serum that I have been incorporating daily, and I've used quite a bit, and I have been enjoying it so far. Of course, results may vary. I genuinely can't comprehend what's doing what. I mainly rely on Tretinoin and that as my core prescription treatment and what it's doing to my skin. Some vitamin C's that are highly rated are so expensive. We're talking like £100, and I'm yet to spend that kind of money on a serum, because I might one day if I'm rich. But anyway, I also have this one from The Ordinary, which is 100% L-ascorbic acid powder. I have not even used this. It just became something that I was like, I don't know when to incorporate this into my routine, because vitamin C, there are a list of things that you cannot use alongside vitamin C. You may know that I really enjoy benzoyl peroxide, and benzoyl peroxide and vitamin C are two things that don't really go together. And then in most evenings I'm using my retinoid, and again, they just kind of clash just because of my current routine. However, that does not mean that it's not a good ingredient, that you shouldn't look into it. And of course, I will put some products on the screen. I'll link some products down below so you guys can really see what's out there and what may be beneficial for you and your skin and your post-inflammatory marks. As a whole, vitamin C is an antioxidant. It can help with the dark spots. It can help with anti-aging, reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. But ultimately, there are a lot of benefits to it. It's just something I'm not able to incorporate into my routine currently. Next up is a really good one, and that is azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is particularly helpful if you have sensitive skin. So generally it comes in sort of a cream formulation. This is the Skinneren azelaic acid 20% cream. I also have the Dermatica azelaic acid cream. Both of these are great. I have, however, spoken about Dermatica's formulation. I don't know what they do. I don't know how they do it, but it just does something to your skin. This one I've used and got along with, both of which you may need an adjustment period where your skin is slightly irritated. You don't want to overdo it. Ease into it. Treat it with respect, because it can still sort of wreak havoc on your skin if you don't use it correctly. You need a pea-sized amount with this, and you need 1 pump of this. I will put a link down below if you're interested in azelaic acid. I also have separate videos where, you know, I hadn't even received this product, but I'm still mentioning it. So if you want to see that, I will link it down below as well. I will card it so you guys can watch a bit more about azelaic acid and how it can help with post-inflammatory marks. With all these things, the running theme is resurfacing of the skin, and this is a gentle way of doing it. Brightening the skin. I got a bundle of 2, so I've got another one here. Again, tyrosine inhibitor, going to stop the cause of that melanin that causes those hyperpigmentation marks. So getting to the root cause of the hyperpigmentation. So obviously I don't want to just repeat the same thing about resurfacing the skin, but niacinamide is another great ingredient that you can incorporate into your skincare routine, and it has the benefit of going really well with majority of skincare products. Like I said, it's already in my Tretinoin formulation. It's in my Extra Glow serum. It goes well with a lot of products and ingredients. If you want to get a separate one, you can, but ultimately there's probably a lot of products that already have elements of niacinamide in there. However, I do understand that the Ordinary niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%? Yes, 1% is very popular and it's always trending, and it is a great formulation. It's one with a pipette again. This is like my second bottle. I repurchased it. It does my skin some good, and you are likely to see difference with this. However, as with anything, you don't want to put mass amounts on. It's only then going to irritate the skin. You want to use things in moderation. You want to use them in a correct layering system, and that way you're going to get the most benefits out of these kind of products. But yes, niacinamide has been shown to help with post-inflammatory marks, and that is why it's so popular. But bear in mind that it is in a lot of products. Last but not least, sunscreen, but not just any sunscreen. Tinted sunscreen is particularly helpful if you have post-inflammatory marks. This is kind of recent news to me because I always just assumed that the tinted sunscreens was the benefit of having a bit of coverage, and that's what I also linked to post-inflammatory marks. Well, you might not want them on display, so a tinted sunscreen is the way to go. But the other thing is that it really helps to block out blue light. Blue light that we have on our phones, on our computers, which can aggravate, well, I don't know if that's the right word, which can have an effect on post-inflammatory marks, making them linger, making them more prominent. I did not know this. A tinted sunscreen is going to be so beneficial, and it's also going to provide a bit of coverage if that's something you want. Basically, I have the La Roche-Posay and Felios 50+. This is tinted, but this gives a very, very light finish. You're not going to cover, it's not going to be a foundation or anything. Also good if you're a man that doesn't want coverage. This is something you could definitely go for, but bear in mind the skin tone. So this works really well with my skin tone, but if you are a bit lighter, it may not work as well. At the moment, I am using the Kiehl's Ultra Light Daily UV Defense. This is a mineral sunscreen. It does have a tint. It actually leaves my skin slightly light. I do have a short on that, so I might as well just play it here so you guys can see. As I've said throughout this video, these are the products that I own and am currently using or have used, but there are so many on the market. I will link down below some really good ones at different price points as well. Hoping that this video helps you with your post-inflammatory marks and navigating what could truly work for your skin. I'm not an expert, but I definitely know some things that have worked for me, some things to avoid. Ultimately, my biggest help has been the azelaic acid, the tretinoin, and I love glycolic acid because I know it's helped me in the past. So those are things that I kind of cling on to, but I don't want to be biased and just kind of show you those things. There are so many more, some of which I mentioned in this video. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe down below for more skincare content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. I don't know why I'm waving like this. Bye.